Well, trending this morning, have you seen it yet? It's got everyone talking, even dressing up in African-inspired threads. Marvel's latest superhero movie, Black Panther, has been a huge hit this opening weekend. It was a highly anticipated film. I've got my tickets. I'm going to see it today. But here to talk about the latest sensation to hit the big screen is Stephen Kent of the Beltway Banthas podcast. Stephen, thank you so much for coming in. There is so much excitement about this movie.
It is so true.
And you saw it, so you understand why.
I did see, and it has lived up to the hype.
All right. Yeah. So for those, we don't want to spoil the movie for anybody, but for those who don't really know what it's about, just in a nutshell, what is this film about and all those Wakanda hashtags?
Yeah, so in a way, this movie is kind of an origin story of sorts. It's a backgrounder for the Black Panther and the nation of Wakanda. So in the Avengers, we got introduced to Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther, and now we find out exactly what Wakanda is, what this country and this nation is like in the heart of Africa. And we sort of find out a little bit more about the politics of that society and their role in the world.
Well, we know this film is already shattering records at the box office. Yeah. On Thursday's preview night alone, it raked in, a little over $25 million, and then opening day, just over 75. This is huge, and it also says a lot about Hollywood and some of the trends that we could possibly see and what this is doing for Hollywood.
Yeah, just for that opening day box office, that was a huge milestone, but now they have blown through Saturday milestones as well. This movie is set to have a $220 million weekend. That puts it in the top 5 opening box offices ever. And it also puts it ahead of the majority of all Marvel property movies, excluding possibly the Avengers. This is a huge event in film, and it is unique for the kind of movie that it is. Directed by black directors and led by black actors. This is not something that you normally see coming out of the Marvel universe, and audiences are responding in an incredibly unique way.
And we're saying that this is a film that just brings together, you know, the young and the old, all generations, you know. I know my mom took my little cousin, he's 10, and she was so excited about the film, and so was he. And, you know, we were just seeing even in some of the numbers that you came across that, you know, a lot of people, this audience is very diverse. A lot of people are looking forward to it.
In the theater yesterday, I just noted so many multiple generations of families all together to see this movie. Grandmas and grandparents and the parents all together. Lining up every row. It's just sort of a cultural event. Now, one thing that you see in movies is movies like Star Wars that are sort of like big upcoming cultural events where everybody's going to be going and seeing it. Yeah. The online sales are the highest, so about 60% of people buy their tickets online in advance, and that does not happen for the majority of Marvel movies. Black Panther, that is the case. They're trending upwards of 55% of people buying in advance because they've planned for days to see this movie, and that's exactly what's panning out. This movie is not looking like it's going to slow down because its only competition right now is Peter Rabbit. So Black Panther is about to have a very good week.
Blow them away, absolutely. The soundtrack, we got to talk about it. This is something that you loved as well, Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. But we are going to come. We're going to listen to.
Let's talk about love. Is it anything and everything you offer? I didn't feel it.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar at his finest. I was just listening to it on the way over here this morning, and it is quite a series of anthems. Very fun.
Well, I cannot wait to hear the rest of that album as well as to see the movie in just a couple hours. I'm counting down over here, so. Again, thank you so much for coming in to just weigh in on this movie, and I look forward to talking about it after I see it myself.
Enjoy, Makia.
All righty.
Thanks.